The new Rivian R1S, driving into the future. The 2022 R1S SUV is the second production model from Rivian and is one of the few three-row EVs, making it an appealing option for families who want to go electric. The R1S takes direct aim at the Tesla Model X with a lower base price and a higher towing capacity. The R1S shares many of its attributes with the R1T pickup, including its 128.9 kWh battery pack that the EPA estimates is good for 316 miles of driving per charge. A quad-motor powertrain makes 835 horsepower and gives the R1S a considerable amount of pep. Handling is surprisingly agile for an SUV of this size, but the ride is firm. An adjustable air suspension is standard and can raise the R1S up to unlock a maximum of 15 inches of ground clearance. The R1S is sold directly to consumers, although Rivian has set up a network of service centers to handle necessary maintenance and repairs. So in this video, we will discuss the new Rivian R1S. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. For 2022, the R1S is only offered with a quad-motor setup and a 128.9 kWh large battery. Rivian also significantly raised the price of 2022 R1S models, a move that initially impacted people who made reservations before March 1st, 2022, but the company later backtracked that specific decision in the wake of customer backlash. Next year, a more affordable entry-level Explorer model will join the lineup. A new dual-motor configuration making over 600 horsepower will enter production too, alongside a smaller standard battery, dual-motor models only, and a larger max battery pack, quad-motor models only. EV, motor, power, and performance. The R1S shares its battery pack, powertrain, much of its styling, and many of its specs with its R1T pickup sibling. With 835 horsepower on tap, the R1S feels mighty quick. At our test track, the R1S hit 60 miles per hour in 3.1 seconds. Every 2022 R1S has an electric motor at each wheel, providing all-wheel drive and impressive off-road capability. All models feature an adjustable air suspension at launch, which allows ground clearance to vary from 8 to 15 inches. Like the R1T, the R1S feels more agile on the road than expected for a vehicle this size. Handling is controlled and even, but the ride can feel a bit stiff at times. On rough terrain, the R1S doesn't feel as poised as the R1T, and the heavy-weighted steering may be tiresome to some drivers. Towing and payload capacity. Every version of the R1S has all-wheel drive with an electric motor at each wheel. They'll all be able to tow more than 7,700 pounds. We expect towing will be severely impacting its driving range, so those who plan to do this regularly should consider this model with the largest available battery. The R1S has a payload capacity of 1,800 pounds. Range, charging, and battery life. Rivian will eventually offer 3 different battery packs on the R1S, but for the first model year, it only comes with a 128.9 kWh pack. The EPA estimates it provides a range of 316 miles, 2 miles more than its R1T equivalent. A smaller standard battery is expected to be offered next year, along with a range-topping max battery. The former will only be compatible with dual-motor models, and the latter will be reserved for quad-motor examples. Rivian estimates they'll deliver at least 260 and 400 miles respectively of driving range. In our testing, the R1S, with a 128.9 kWh battery, managed only 230 miles of highway driving before needing to be recharged. Fuel economy and real-world MPGe. The EPA estimates that the R1S SUV will deliver 73 MPGe city, 65 MPGe highway, and 69 MPGe combined. Those numbers are well below the Model X's best estimates, but close to those of the Audi e-tron. Interior, comfort, and cargo. From the second row forward, the R1S is largely the same inside as its truck counterpart. The wide dash is dominated by a large touchscreen display that houses nearly all major controls, from changing the temperature to adjusting the mirrors. The systems in prior Rivians we've driven has been laggy to use, but over-the-air updates have improved the infotainment responsiveness. That's good since the menu system is relatively straightforward to use when it works correctly. The driving position is upright and truck-like, and the tall windows and squared-off design make visibility relatively good for an SUV this big. Lots of camera angles on the big screen help too. The R1S is fairly spacious inside, even in the third row. It wouldn't be the most comfortable spot over a longer trip, but passengers 6 feet tall should be comfortable in the third row over short drives. The first and second rows offer plenty of space, with the glass roof allowing for lots of headroom. Getting in and out is relatively easy, especially with the adjustable air suspension that can lower when parked. The doors open wide and the second row slides forward for third row access. It has a 12 cubic foot trunk, a large rear cargo area. Infotainment and Connectivity. The horizontally mounted infotainment system uses expandable tiles for individual features, with the main options, navigation, media, and climate controls available at all times at the bottom of the display. Instead of delving into sub-menus, options slide out of the side of tiles to reduce the complexity of the system. Neither Apple CarPlay or Android Auto is included, but an onboard Wi-Fi hotspot, a wireless smartphone charging pad, and Amazon's Alexa voice assistant are all standard features. There are plenty of USB-C ports in all 3 rows, as well as a wireless charging pad up front. The big center screen looks impressive, but overall in Rivian's in-car tech could use some improvement. The navigation system has a large map, but it's not as easy to use as what you'll find in other EVs. Price. Rivian, like Tesla, features direct sales and no haggle pricing. It's priced a bit lower than rivals like the BMW iX, Tesla Model X, and Mercedes EQS SUV. It includes a decent list of standard features, and for the moment, all R1S models come with 4 motors and seating for 7. Build quality is pretty good and improved from some earlier. Its prices start at $91,075. Safety and driver assistance features. Rivian says every R1S will be outfitted with a suite of driver assistance technology called Driver Plus. That package is comprehensive and includes automated emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, automatic high-beam headlamps, and more. For more information about the R1S's crash test results, visit the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, or NHTSA, and Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, or IIHS websites. Key safety features are likely to include standard automated emergency braking with pedestrian detection, standard lane departure warning with lane keeping assist, and standard adaptive cruise control with lane centering feature. Warranty and maintenance coverage. All Rivian models come with a generous standard warranty, which includes bumper-to-bumper coverage for 5 years or 60,000 miles, as well as a battery and drivetrain policy that goes on for 8 years or 175,000 miles. Limited warranty covers 5 years or 60,000 miles, powertrain warranty covers 8 years or 175,000 miles, and no complimentary scheduled maintenance. Should I buy the Rivian R1S? The 2022 Rivian R1S is an impressive electric SUV with lots of technology, storage options, and power. It's also one of the most fun SUVs, something you don't often hear about a 7-passenger giant. If you can afford it and you're looking for a family SUV while thinking of switching to electric power, the 2022 Rivian R1S checks all the boxes. That was all about the new Rivian R1S. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button, and we will see you in the next video.